It is week 15 of the 2024 NFL season. Lots of playoff implications and draft positioning on the line. Keaton Talk Sports here as I predict my NFL week 15 predictions. No more teams on the bye for the rest of the season. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Week 14 went 9-4, which is pretty good. A couple games I wish I would have had back. As long as we keep that record above 500 for the rest of the season, we are golden. Season 137-71. We have a huge NFC West matchup on Thursday Night Football between Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers favored by 3 points with an over-under of 49.5. The Rams are coming off a high-scoring home win against the Buffalo Bills, 44-42. The 49ers are coming off a dominant home performance against the lonely Chicago Bears, 38-13. With that being said, give me the 49ers to get revenge on the Rams here at home, 28-26. Earlier in the year, the Rams won 27-24 without half their starters. I think this game is more important for both teams, but the 49ers are sitting here at 6-7. They need this win more than the Rams do right now to keep their season alive. And the 49ers, if they win this game, they're more likely alive for the NFC West. It's not over. Now, if the 49ers lose this game, I believe their season's pretty much over. But I think the 49ers will come out a little bit more desperate, a little bit more sense of urgency to win this game, and I think they find a way to win a tight one, 28-26 in San Fran. Next matchup, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Cleveland Browns. Chiefs favored by 4.5 with an over-under of 43.5. The Chiefs are coming off of a low-scoring win at home to the Los Angeles Chargers, 19-17 in the last-second field goal. The Browns are coming off of a road loss at the Pittsburgh Steelers, 27-14. With that being said, give me the Kansas City Chiefs to go on the road and beat the Cleveland Browns here, 20-17. It's been the same story all season with this Chiefs team. They're not dominating teams, but they're finding ways to win in clutch time, and that's all that matters, especially going into a postseason here in the next 3 to 4 weeks. The Chiefs are finding ways to win with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid on those sidelines. The Cleveland Browns, I think, will make it tough on the Kansas City Chiefs, given what the weather's going to be. It's going to be freezing cold up in Cleveland. But I don't think the Browns, I don't trust Jameis Winston to make plays down the stretch. I trust his Chiefs defense to make plays, and I just trust Mahomes to have the ball last to win the game here. So give me the Chiefs to win by 3 points on the road, 20-17 in Cleveland. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Tennessee Titans. Bengals favored by 5 points with an over-under of 46.5. The Bengals are coming off of a road victory at the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football, 27-20. The Titans are coming off of a ugly home loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, 10-6. With that being said, give me the Cincinnati Bengals to go on the road here and get the dub, 24-20. I just simply believe in the Bengals' talent, especially offensively. The Titans have given this team problems in the past, but I believe this is a different year. The Bengals' offense should be able to score more points than the Titans' offense. The Titans' defense, I believe, will give a little bit of issues to that Bengals' offense, but I'm going to trust Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and the rest of that Bengals' talent on offense to get the victory here. And the Bengals aren't mathematically eliminated yet. They're still in the playoff hunt, even though their chances are very slim. But the Bengals, I do trust them to go on the road here and get a close victory, 24-20 at Tennessee. Next game, we have the Washington Commanders at the New Orleans Saints. Commanders favored by 7.5 with an over-under of 43.5. The Commanders were on a bye in Week 14, but they are coming off of a Week 13 dominant home performance against the Tennessee Titans, 42-19. The Saints are coming off of an ugly win, low-scoring win on the road at the New York Giants, 14-11. With that being said, giving the Commanders to go on the road here and get the dub, 26-17. The Commanders are simply just a better team than the Saints right now. I trust Jaden Daniels to go on the road here and make plays in a hostile environment, and I just believe the Commanders have to win this game because they're not safe as they're currently sitting at the 7th seed in the NFC. They have to win this game to try to give them some cushion and give them a better chance to make the playoffs here. So I think the Commanders will play with a little bit more desperation. They have a lot more to play for than the Saints, and I believe the Commanders will go on the road here and get a W here, 26-17 in New Orleans. Next game, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the New York Giants. Ravens favored by 16 with an over-under of 42.5. The Ravens were on a bye in Week 14, but they are coming off a Week 13 loss at home to the Philadelphia Eagles, 24-19. The Giants are coming off of a low-scoring, ugly loss to the New Orleans Saints, 14-11. There's not much discussion about this game. Give me the Ravens to win comfortably here, 28-10. Like I said, there's not much discussion. The Ravens are simply just a better team. They're coming off of a bye week, pissed off after losing to the Eagles at home the way they did. I expect Derrick Henry to have a big game on his side. I expect Lamar Jackson to have absolutely no issues. He should be able to run all over his defense, and he should be able to get the ball to his receivers at a high rate. This Giants team has absolutely nothing to play for. This is a joke of an organization. This team has no direction, and this is clearly your worst team in football. I believe they will have the number one pick come in next year's draft. So give me the Baltimore Ravens to win here comfortably on the road here, 20-10 in New York. And this is my lock of the week. Next matchup, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the Carolina Panthers. Panthers favored by 3 points with an over-under of 43.5. The Cowboys are coming off of a home loss to the Cincinnati Bengals, 27-20. The Panthers are coming off of a close road loss at the Philadelphia Eagles, 22-16. With that being said, give me the Carolina Panthers to get the job done at home here by 2 points, 22-20. I just believe Bryce Young is playing with a lot of confidence right now, even though they didn't get the W on the road. They really challenged the Philadelphia Eagles, who is one of the top teams in the NFC. They really challenged them from start to finish. They had a chance to win that game. They actually should have won that game if they didn't get those turnovers at the end of the game. And if Xavier Legette would have caught that football, that game would have been over. Panthers probably would have won that game. But the Carolina Panthers are showing a lot of promise. I think their fans should be excited for the future. Bryce Young is their quarterback going forward. And the Dallas Cowboys have absolutely nothing to play for. That team is in shambles. You see last week they had a chance getting that blocked punt against the Bengals, and then one of their players touched the ball, and that was all she wrote, and the Bengals ended up going down, scoring, and that was over there. So I trust the Carolina Panthers to get the job done at home here. I trust them to make more plays. I don't trust Cooper Rush to go on the road here and make enough plays to get his team to victory. So give me the Panthers to win by 2 points at home here, 22-20 in Carolina. Toilet bowl of the week, we have the New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jets favored by 3.5 with an over-under of 40.5. The Jets are coming off of an overtime loss at the Miami Dolphins, 32-26. The Jags are coming off of an ugly low-scoring win at Tennessee Titans, 10-6. I'm not going to discuss this game whatsoever, so give me the Jets to win this game, 21-17. I just simply trust the talent on the New York Jets. Compared to Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm not going to put my trust in Mac Jones to be able to make plays against this Jets defense, even though the Jets defense hasn't been good all season, ever since firing Robert Saleh. But like I said, there's not much discussion. Give me the Jets to win by 4 points here on the road here, 21-17 in Jacksonville. Very intriguing matchup here between the Miami Dolphins at the Houston Texans. Texans favored by 3 points with an over-under of 46.5. The Dolphins are coming off an overtime victory at home against the New York Jets, 32-26. The Texans were on a bye in Week 14, but they are coming off a Week 13 victory on the road at the Jacksonville Jaguars, 23-20. With that being said, give me the Texans to win a low-scoring game here at home, 23-21. I just simply trust C.J. Stroud more than Tua in this situation. I trust C.J. Stroud being at home here to make more plays than Tua. Until Tua proves that he can beat a worthy opponent, I'm not going to trust the Miami Dolphins. I know they've been on a winning streak as of late, but this is a game that they have to win. If you're the Miami Dolphins, this is a game you have to win to keep your season alive, basically, because you have to win out. I believe if the Dolphins lose this game, that's all she wrote. They're out of the playoffs, in my opinion. I trust the Texans here, and they have a lot to play for, too, because they haven't been playing well as of late. So I'm going to put my trust in the Texans to get the victory at home here in low-scoring fashion, 23-21 in Houston. Next matchup, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Denver Broncos. Broncos favored by 4 points with an over-under of 44.5. The Colts are coming off a bye in Week 14, but they are coming off a Week 13 victory on the road at the New England Patriots 25-24. The Broncos, another team that was on a bye in Week 14, but they are coming off a Week 13 victory at home against the Cleveland Browns 41-32. Looking at this matchup here, we have an interesting quarterback matchup between Anthony Richardson and Bo Nix. Two quarterbacks who have been playing some really good ball as of late. Bo Nix, who is in the mix to win Rookie of the Year potentially with his play. Anthony Richardson, a guy that loves to use his legs to extend plays, get the ball to his playmakers, and stuff like that. But if you were to ask me who do I trust to win this game, I'm going to put my trust in Denver Broncos to win this game 22-17. It just simply comes down to this. I believe the Broncos, them being at home here, coming off a bye, having extra time to prepare for a guy like Anthony Richardson, I believe the Broncos defense will be able to contain Anthony Richardson, make him one-dimensional. And I believe if the Broncos can make Anthony Richardson throw the football here, I believe that's going to be a recipe for success for the Broncos because Anthony Richardson is lethal with his legs and he's able to extend plays for his team. So I believe if the Broncos can find a way to slow him down, make him one-dimensional, they're going to come out on top in this game. I believe they'll do just that. But it won't be easy because the Colts are also another team that's fighting for their playoff lives as well. So, but I'm going to trust the Broncos at home here to get the victory here, 22-17 in Denver. Game of the week right here, potential Super Bowl preview between the Buffalo Bills at Detroit Lions. Lions favored by 2.5 with an over-under of 54.5. The Bills are coming off a high-scoring loss at the Los Angeles Rams, 44-42. The Lions are coming off a high-scoring win at home against their arch-rival Green Bay Packers in a last-second field goal, 34-31. You have a phenomenal matchup between Josh Allen and Jared Goff, both quarterbacks who are playing some of the best ball probably in their careers, honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys. Two guys that are in the mix for MVP. Jared Goff is playing some really good football. Josh Allen has proven a lot of doubters wrong. A lot of people thought that this Bills team would have took a step back at the beginning of the season, and Josh Allen has proven that he's the most valuable player on his team. You take Josh Allen off the Buffalo Bills, this is easily a 5-win team. He's the most valuable player on the team. The Bills cannot function without Josh Allen being able to run the ball, use his legs, and be able to make plays to his receivers. So it's going to be a phenomenal game. But if I had to pick who I believe is going to win this game, I'm going to give the edge to Detroit Lions, them being the home team here, 31-30. I believe this game will be over 54.5 in my opinion. There's going to be at least 60 some odd points scored in this game. But I'm going to trust the Detroit Lions. I think that there's a more complete team than the Buffalo Bills. I believe the Bills will be in it from start to finish. But I'm going to put my trust in Jared Goff, who's been the most consistent quarterback all season. And they've been pretty dominant at home, and the Lions are pretty comfortable with being at home here. And I believe they'll find a way to win this game and go to 13-1 here, 31-30 in Detroit. We have a battle of Pennsylvania between the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles favored by 5.5 with an over-under of 41.5. The Steelers are coming off of a home victory against the Cleveland Browns, 27-14. The Eagles are coming off of a close home win against the Carolina Panthers, 22-16. With that being said, give me the Eagles to win a low-scoring game here, 20-17. I believe this game has defensive-minded game written all over it. You have two great defenses in the Steelers and the Eagles who have been consistent on their side all season long. But the Eagles have had the Steelers in this matchup so far. I believe the Eagles, every time Pittsburgh goes into Philadelphia, the Eagles always seem to find a way to win, and I believe they'll continue that trend. The Steelers, I believe, will be in it with their defense. It's just going to be a matter of can Russell Wilson be able to figure out this Eagles defense who has been phenomenal on their side all season long, and can he keep down the turnovers? Because I believe if the Pittsburgh Steelers can keep their turnovers low and they can get stops on Jalen Hurts, they have a chance to win this game. But I believe if Russell Wilson turns the ball over and the Steelers struggle to get things going offensively in this game, I don't believe they're going to come out on top. But I'm just going to trust Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're just a better team than the Steelers right now to get the victory at home here, 20-17 at Philadelphia. Next game, we have the New England Patriots at the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals favored by 6 points with an over-under of 45.5. The Patriots were on a bye in Week 14, but they are coming off of a Week 13 loss by 1 point at home to the Indianapolis Colts 25-24. The Cardinals are coming off a home loss last week against their arch rival Seattle Seahawks 30-18. With that being said, give me the Arizona Cardinals to win here at home to bounce back 23-20. I believe the Patriots will cover that 6-point spread, but I'm going to trust the Cardinals' talent on both sides of the ball. They're just more talented than the New England Patriots. I believe Drake May will be able to keep his team in the game, but ultimately Patriots just doesn't have the talent on either side of the ball to be able to put up enough points to be able to win this game. But it should be a really good game between Drake May and Kyler Murray. I'm very excited to watch that game. But other than that, there's not much to discuss about this game other than the quarterbacks. Cardinals bounce back here at home 23-20 in Arizona. Next game, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers favored by 3 points with an over-under of 45.5. The Bucs are coming off a comfortable home win against the Las Vegas Raiders 20-13. The Chargers are coming off of a heartbreaking loss on the road at the Kansas City Chiefs 19-17. With that being said, I trust the Chargers at home here to get the victory in a low-scoring game, 21-19. It just simply comes down to this. If Baker Mayfield can find a way to dissect this Chargers defense, they win this game, along with the playmakers that they have on offense. But if he's not able to figure out this Chargers defense, if he struggles, if Chargers get any sort of pressure on Baker Mayfield and get him rattled early, which I believe they will, I believe the Chargers will come out on top here. And I don't think there's going to be many points scored in this game, in my opinion. But it should be an interesting matchup between Baker Mayfield and Justin Herbert. We'll see which quarterback can keep the turnovers down, which I believe that's going to be the key to win this game. And also the field position battle is going to be key in this game as well. So I trust the Chargers to make more plays at home here, 21-19 in LA. Really good Sunday night football matchup between the Green Packers at the Seattle Seahawks. Packers favored by 3 points with an over-under of 45.5. The Packers are coming off of a close road loss at the Detroit Lions 34-31. The Seahawks are coming off of a sweep of the Arizona Cardinals last week 30-18 on the road. With that being said, give me the Seattle Seahawks here to win by 1 point here, 24-23. This game's going to come down to whether if Seattle is a legit contender in the NFC. This is what it's going to come down to. You're 8-5, you're third in the NFC. You have a tough schedule ahead of you for your Seahawks. This is an important game to go out and get the dub in against a Packers team who has been good offensively, but the defense has been a little shaky at times. I believe Geno Smith, if he's able to not turn the ball over, if Seattle Seahawks can play solid defense, and if they can get pressure on Jordan Love in this game, they have a shot to come out on top in this game. I believe with them being at home here, I believe Seattle is playing with a lot of momentum right now, and I'm going to trust that they're going to get the home victory here by 1 point. It's not going to be easy because I believe Jordan Love and the Packers will have something to say about that, but I'm going to trust the Seattle Seahawks. Them being at home, the 12th man, I believe the crowd will be phenomenal. I believe this is going to be a tremendous game, but I believe the Seattle Seahawks will win this game 24-23 in Seattle. NFC North matchup between the Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings favored by 7 points with an over-under of 43.5. The Bears are coming off a dominant road loss at the San Francisco 49ers 38-13. The Vikings are coming off a dominant home performance against the Atlanta Falcons 42-21. Not much discussion about this game. Give me the Vikings to win by a touchdown here 24-17. I believe the Minnesota Vikings defense will be able to frustrate the living hell out of Caleb Williams in that offense. I said this about 2-3 weeks ago about the Chicago Bears, that they weren't going to win another game, just looking at their schedule, and the firing of Matt Eberflus and all that just threw everything off for the Chicago Bears. I believe they're checked out mentally until 2025, and the Vikings have a lot more to play for here, and I believe they're going to take advantage of that. So give me the Vikings to win by 7 points here at home here, 24-17 in Minnesota. Last game of the week between the Atlanta Falcons at the Las Vegas Raiders. Falcons favored by 4 points with an over-under of 44.5. The Falcons are coming off of a road loss in dominant fashion at the Minnesota Vikings, 42-21. The Raiders are coming off of a road loss at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 28-13. With that being said, give me the Falcons to win by a touchdown here on the road, 20-13. I just simply believe they're just a better team than the Las Vegas Raiders, but also would not surprise me if the Raiders were to find a way to upset the Atlanta Falcons. But I just believe the Raiders are fighting for the number one pick and to try to get their quarterback in next year's draft. The Falcons still have a lot to play for. They still have to play for the division. They're sitting here at 6-7. This is a very important game for the Falcons. But also wouldn't surprise me if they screwed up the joint and the Raiders find a way to win this game. But I'm not going to go there. Give me the Falcons. I believe they're just a better team, talent-wise, across the board. So give me the Falcons to win on the road here, 20-13 in Vegas. Now I'll do it for this video. If you continue to like my content, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. It really helps out the channel tremendously. Thank you again for tuning in to another edition of Keaton Talk Sports. Until week 16. Peace.